Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Emma, the English podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. I'm really happy you're here today because this episode is going to make your English much clearer and much more natural.
Before we begin, a small request. If this podcast helps you improve your English speaking confidence, make sure you follow the show and share it with one friend who is also learning English.
Because learning together is always more fun.
Yes, and also easier, because when you have a friend, you can practice, make mistakes, and laugh together.
Exactly. All right, Emma, before we start today's topic, I have a question. How was your day?
My day was interesting.
Interesting. That sounds like something happened.
Yes, I tried to cook today.
Oh, really? That already sounds dangerous.
Hey, I am improving.
Okay, what did you cook?
I tried to make pasta.
And?
The pasta became something else.
Something else? That doesn't sound good.
Let's just say it looked like soup, but it was not soup.
That is a new recipe.
Yes, I call it confused pasta.
I think your pasta was confused, just like many English learners.
Wait, what? Yes, sometimes learners feel confused about sentences. They know words, but they don't understand how the sentence works.
That's true. Sometimes I hear learners say, I feel happy, I eat food, the sky is blue, but they don't know what type of verbs they are using.
Exactly, and that's our topic today.
Ah, now I see the connection.
Today, we are going to talk about 1. Linking verbs, 2. Transitive verbs, 3. Intransitive verbs.
Okay, these sound a little technical.
Yes, but don't worry, we will make it very simple.
Good, because I don't want confused grammar like my pasta.
Don't worry, by the end of this episode, your grammar will be clear, not confused.
Perfect. So let's start.
Let's begin with something very simple. A sentence. The sky is blue.
Okay.
Now tell me, what is the verb here?
Is.
Correct. Now, what is doing here?
It is connecting sky and blue.
Exactly. And that is called a linking verb.
So linking verbs connect the subject to more information.
Yes. They don't show action, they show state or condition.
Let's try more examples.
I am happy.
She is tired.
They are ready.
So am, is, are, all are linking verbs.
Yes.
Easy so far.
Good. Now let's make it more interesting.
Uh-oh.
Another sentence. The food tastes good.
Tastes is the verb.
Yes. Is it an action verb?
Not really.
Correct. It is also a linking verb.
Because it connects food and good.
Exactly.
So linking verbs are not only is, am, are.
Yes. Other linking verbs include look, feel, seem, become.
Let's try.
She looks happy.
I feel tired.
He became a doctor.
This is interesting.
Yes. Now let's move to something different.
Action verbs.
Exactly. Let's take a sentence. I eat an apple.
Now this is clearly an action.
Yes. And here we have something important.
What?
Apple.
Yes.
That is called an object.
So the action is happening to something.
Exactly. And this type of verb is called a transitive verb.
Ah, now I understand. Transitive means means an object.
Perfect.
So let's try more examples.
She reads a book.
I watch a movie.
They play football.
Each sentence has an object.
Exactly. Now, what about intransitive verbs?
Good question. Let me guess. No object?
Yes. Example, I sleep.
No object. He runs. Still no object.
They laugh. Simple. So, transitive needs object, intransitive no object.
And linking connects. No action.
Perfect summary.
This is actually easy when explained like this.
Yes, the problem is not grammar, it's how it is explained.
True.
Now let's mix everything.
Oh, challenge time.
Yes. Tell me the type of verb. I am happy.
Linking verb.
I eat food.
Transitive verb.
I sleep.
Intransitive verb.
Perfect! I feel confident already.
Good, but we are just getting started, so you don't just understand, you actually use it in speaking.
Exactly, and that's where most learners struggle. They understand the idea, but when they start speaking, they hesitate because they're not sure which type of verb they're using.
Yes, I've noticed that too. Sometimes learners know the sentence, but they don't feel confident because they don't understand the structure behind it.
That's right. So in this part, let's focus on real-life use and also look at some tricky situations where people usually get confused.
Sounds good. Let's make it practical.
All right, here's a sentence. She is a teacher. Now tell me, what type of verb is here?
In this case, is connecting she and teacher, so it should be a linking verb.
Perfect. Now let's change the sentence a little. She is teaching students. Now what do you think?
Now it feels like an action is happening. She is doing something, so this looks like an action verb.
Exactly. This is where learners get confused. The same word is used, but the role changes depending on the sentence.
So in the first sentence, is the main verb and it connects. In the second sentence, is helping the main verb teaching.
Very good. That's an important observation.
Let's try another one to make it clearer.
Okay, here's a sentence. The soup tastes delicious.
Tastes is not really an action here. It's describing the soup, so it should be a linking verb.
Correct. Now listen to this. She tasted the soup.
Oh, now this is different. Here she is doing the action of tasting, and soup is the object.
Exactly. So now tasted becomes a transitive verb.
This is interesting. The same verb can behave differently depending on the sentence.
Yes, and that's why understanding the function is more important than memorizing the word.
Let's try another example like this.
Sure. He looks tired.
Here, looks connects he and tired, so it's a linking verb.
Good. Now change it. He looks at the sky.
Now looks is an action, and sky is the object, so this becomes transitive.
Exactly. You're getting very comfortable with this.
Yes, because now I'm focusing on meaning, not just the word.
That's the key to speaking naturally.
Now, let's talk about intransitive verbs in more detail because they look simple but can also confuse learners.
Good idea. Many learners think intransitive verbs are always short sentences, but that's not true.
Right, because we can still add more information without adding an object.
Exactly. For example, he runs every morning.
Every morning is extra information, but it's not an object.
Correct. Now try this. She laughed loudly at the joke.
Even though the sentence is longer, there is still no object, so laughed is still intransitive.
Perfect.
So the length of the sentence doesn't matter. The presence of an object is what matters.
Exactly. That's a very important point.
Now, I want to ask something that many learners think about. Sometimes I hear sentences like, she is sleeping in her room. Is this transitive or intransitive?
Good question. This is intransitive because there is no object. In her room is just giving more information about the place.
So room is not an object here.
No, because the action is not happening to the room.
That makes sense now.
Let's do a quick comparison to make it clearer.
Okay.
Okay, here's a sentence. She is reading in her room.
Now this feels incomplete.
Exactly, because we expect an object.
So if I say, she is reading a book in her room, now it becomes transitive.
Perfect.
This is becoming very clear now.
Good. Now let's create a small real-life conversation using all three.
I like this part.
All right, imagine this. I feel tired today.
That's because you worked too much.
Yes, I completed a big project.
And now you need some rest.
That sounds like a good idea. I will sleep early tonight. Now let's break this down.
I feel tired, linking verb.
You worked too much, intransitive.
I completed a project, transitive.
I will sleep early, intransitive again.
This is really helpful when you see it in a conversation.
Yes, because real English is not isolated sentences, it's connected ideas.
Now let's talk about a common mistake.
Yes, very important.
Some learners say, I enjoyed.
That's incomplete because enjoy is a transitive verb.
So we must say, I enjoyed the movie.
Exactly.
Another mistake. I explained.
Again, incomplete. You need an object or more information.
So, I explained the problem.
Perfect.
Now I see the pattern clearly.
Good. And in the next part, we're going to take this even further.
More practice?
Yes, but also fluency building, longer answers, and helping you speak without thinking too much about rules.
That's the goal.
Because grammar should support your speaking, not stop it. Now, we'll focus on longer answers, natural conversations, and helping you use linking, transitive, and intransitive verbs automatically.
So you don't stop and think, which verb is this?
Yes, you just speak naturally.
Let's start with a simple question.
All right,
How was your day?
let me answer that naturally. My day was quite busy. I felt a little tired in the morning, but I completed my work on time. In the evening, I relaxed and watched a movie.
That sounds very natural. Let's break it down.
My day was busy. Linking.
I felt tired. Linking again.
I completed my work. Transitive.
I relaxed. Intransitive.
I watched a movie. Transitive.
So one simple answer includes all three types of verbs.
Exactly, and that's how real English works.
Let's try another situation.
Okay.
What do you usually do on weekends?
I usually spend time with my family. Sometimes I cook food, sometimes I watch movies, and sometimes I just rest. I feel happy when I have time to relax.
That's a great answer. Let's analyze again.
I spend time. Transitive.
I cook food. Transitive.
I watch movies. Transitive.
I rest. Intransitive.
I feel happy. Linking.
Now I can clearly see how these verbs appear naturally in speaking.
Yes, and you don't need to think about labels while speaking. You just need to practice patterns like this.
Let's try something a little more advanced.
All right.
Describe your goals.
Okay, here's a natural answer. I want to improve my English speaking skills, so I practice every day. I read books, I listen to podcasts, and I try to speak as much as possible. Sometimes I feel nervous, but I stay motivated and continue learning.
That sounds very real and relatable.
Yes, and again, let's break it down.
I want to improve my English. Transitive.
I practice every day. Intransitive.
I read books. Transitive.
I feel nervous. Linking.
I stay motivated. Linking.
Continue learning. Intransitive structure.
This is exactly how learners should practice.
Yes, speak in full ideas, not single sentences.
Now, let's talk about confidence one more time.
Very important.
Many learners stop speaking because they are afraid of grammar mistakes.
But the truth is, even if your grammar is not perfect, people will still understand you.
For example, if someone says, I feel very tired and I do many works today.
The sentence is not perfect, but the meaning is clear.
And with practice, it becomes, I feel very tired because I did a lot of work today.
Exactly. Improvement comes with use, not silence.
Now, let's do one final full conversation using everything.
Great idea.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm feeling good today. I finished my work early, so I have some free time now.
That's nice. What are you planning to do?
I think I'll relax for a while, and then I might watch a movie or read a book.
That sounds like a perfect evening.
Yes, I feel relaxed when I take a break after a busy day.
Now, let's quickly analyze a few lines.
I'm feeling good. Linking.
I finished my work. Transitive.
I have some free time. Linking.
I'll watch a movie. Transitive.
I read a book. Transitive.
I feel relaxed. Linking.
See how naturally everything fits together?
Yes, and nothing feels forced or complicated.
That's the goal.
Before we finish, let's do a quick recap.
Good idea.
Linking verbs connect the subject with more information.
Transitive verbs need an object.
Intransitive verbs do not need an object.
And all three are used together in real conversations.
Now it's your turn.
Try to make one short paragraph about your day using all 3 types of verbs.
Try it in the comments and practice speaking it out loud.
We love reading your sentences and seeing your progress.
And if this episode helped you,
Don't forget to like, follow, and share this podcast with a friend who is learning English.
keep practicing every day.
Keep speaking with confidence.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep learning. Bye, everyone.